Hello everybody, Captain Spidey Fist here, and today I'm going to talk about the rebirth of Pokemon Go. So, Nintendo recently announced a new Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, and it is going to be basically a remake of Pokemon Yellow, where you'll be able to choose a Pokemon version with Pikachu and a Pokemon version with Eevee, and you will be able to integrate core mechanics from Pokemon Go, as well as transfer Pokemon between the two games. It's not exactly clear on what you'll be able to do whenever you transfer your Pokemon back and forth between the games. It did show that you can take them to a little park and play with them. I don't know if you'll be able to catch the Pokemon out of the park and take it with you into the game. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but it does look really awesome. The graphics for it looks great, and it has gotten me and Tabitha playing the game again. We've been walking around town, going to the Pokestops. When we first started playing back in, I think it was 2016, when we first started, the game kind of fell to the wayside for us because we didn't live in town. We lived away from town. It was a pretty good drive to come into town just to walk around and try to hit these Pokestops. And I think there was maybe one or two Pokestops out where we were actually at, but there weren't many people, so a lot of Pokemon didn't show up. And for the people who play this game, you know that the Pokemon that show up are based on, I think, population, you could call it. How densely populated and how active the area is will determine how many Pokemon show up, and that's going to make it to where your rare Pokemons have a higher chance of showing up. So it's just one of the things that kind of fell away for us. We really didn't play it too much, but now that all these new players are going to be coming back out, and we live in town now, Pokemon are going to be showing up, and I mean, I'm super excited for it, especially because we have new generations that have come out. They recently added the Alolan form of Exeggutor into the game, so he's been popping up just everywhere, so it's extremely exciting for that point. So now that you are going to be able to bring your Pokemon into your Switch, and then vice versa, you can send things from your Switch to your Pokemon Go account, I think that it's just such an awesome thing. We ran into some players yesterday and the day before, and they're all saying the same thing, it's coming out on the Switch, so I'm playing it again, and I'm having a great time. I'm sunburnt today because we spent so much time down there by the pier in Palacios, Texas, so we've been having a great time. And for anybody who hasn't played Pokemon Go yet, I'm just going to do a real quick rundown of what it is. I'm going to tap my player icon here. You got your buddy that you can walk around with, and as you actually go out and walk around or drive really slow in your car, and if you do that, I always have Tabitha with me, of course, and she's going to play both phones for us, mine and hers, so that way I can just drive us to the Pokestops. Or if you are driving, stop safely to get the Pokestop, because this game has caused a whole lot of accidents, and it's actually caused a few deaths. So if you play this game, be very, very careful. But walking around with your buddy, you can actually pick up candies that you need to evolve your Pokemon. So Magikarp, to go to Gyarados, needs like 500 candies. So I'm a long ways off from getting that Magikarp, so I've been walking around with him for a little while. You can go down here and you'll see your gym badges, so you can battle. Some of these Pokestops are actually gyms as well, and those are going to be like at local churches or museums and things like that. Parks, just places where a lot of people gather. That's going to be the places where you will see these Pokestops and these gyms the most. You'll also get medals for walking around, for hatching Pokemon, for completing your Pokedex. You have some medals for the different kinds of Pokemon that you catch, and as you gather more of these, you're actually going to have a higher catch bonus whenever you catch them. So get out there, catch. Even if you're catching the same Pokemon multiple times, it's going to help you when you catch other Pokemon of the same type. And you see here, I did start July 6th, 2016, and I think I only got up to level, 8, maybe. So in this time, just the past couple days, I've gotten up to level 20. You can change the style of your character. You can use in-game currency, or you can use some of the free stuff that they give you. You can take a look at your journal, and here is just a basic look at the things that I've caught over the past couple days, places that I've gone to. So you'll also get a whole lot of gear by visiting these Pokestops. So you'll go, you get close enough, and an icon's going to come up, and you'll swipe it left or right, and it's going to spin the Pokestop for you. And whenever you spin it, you're going to get Pokeballs, you're going to get some berries, you're going to get some eggs, and then walking around will hatch the eggs. Now that we're talking about that, we'll go check out the Pokemon. Here's the eggs. So I haven't really done any progress on these up here, but you see down here 5 kilometers, 6.8 kilometers for these eggs that are in the incubator. So after these Pokemon in the incubators actually hatch, I'll be able to put the other ones in, and you're going to have different, I guess, rarities based off of the distance you have to walk for each egg. So like your more rare Pokemon that evolve into like your bigger ones, your stronger dragons and things like that, those are going to be your 10 kilometers. So I keep hoping that I'm going to get a Dratini out of here because Dragonite is my all-time favorite Pokemon. So maybe I can hatch a Dratini from here. We will go check out the actual Pokemon. So I have a pretty good list of actual Pokemon, and as I stated before, there is the Alolan Exeggutor. And these super strong Pokemon that you have, you can actually leave them at the gyms owned by your team. So I am Team Mystic, and I have left a couple of my Pokemon, and then other people come along, and whenever they defeat your Pokemon, it is sent back to you, and you are able to go in here, and you can heal it with some of your potions. You can revive it with the Revive. And that's really how gyms work. There is a very nice battle system for Pokemon Go. It's kind of behind the Pokemon's back, and you're battling in front of you by tapping and then using power-up abilities, and then you're swiping back and forth to dodge. It's a very easy fighting system, and it's very fun. The animation looks beautiful. The characters look beautiful. If you tap over here where you see these Pokemon, it'll show you that this, I think it's called a Illumise, is over here at the Coastal Family Bible Church in town. And then here's the other Pokemon that you're just going to randomly encounter in the wild as you move. And then this is going to track your research progress, which is kind of like milestones. So I need to battle in another raid, and a raid is going to be where your gyms are. Sometimes a Pokemon will show up for a raid, and it is going to be something that all of you get together and you're all battling, and I think it's up to like 20 players, all of you battling this super strong Pokemon for a chance to get that Pokemon if you defeat it. So that's very fun. We can look at the Pokedex itself. And we have... My Pokedex is not very full, as you can see, but I've gotten a pretty good spread. You see here, at one point I have seen a Dragonite, and I am very excited to get one of my own. So the actual catching of the Pokemon shows up in the wild. You're going to tap on it, and I am currently out of Pokeballs, so I need to go around to the Pokestops. But you can turn on your AR viewer, or you can leave it in this mode. And in this mode, you actually save a little bit of battery because your phone's not doing as many things. And that is very important because you will drain your battery playing this game. If you have a portable charger you can use, that's also a very good thing to have. But this is a very battery-draining game, so just be ready for that. Okay, and that's really all I can say about Pokemon Go. It's a very fun game. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're playing the game, if you're going to get back into it because the new game's coming out. I will be picking up the Pikachu version of the game, and Tabitha really wants the Eevee version. Let me know down below which version you want to get. And I'm Captain Spideyfist, and I'm out of here.